Good morning. Good morning. It is 8:01. I'm a couple of seconds late. My apologies. But here we are together for coffee talk on a lovely question mark Saturday morning. Thank you for hanging out with us. We've got lots to chat about today. Of course, we're going to chat about your forecast through the day, but let's just kind of get an idea of what's happening right now. This is a shot from Weather Stem camera. We're looking outside Daytona Beach. I'll hide that box for a second. Kind of see the beach there. Lovely start to the day. Yeah, but we do have some rains. The roads are a little slick for sure in parts of Central Florida where we've been watching the rains moving on through. Live radar is going to be hanging out there in the bottom left corner of your screen, but we can also bring it full screen and see what's doing. Our first warning live Doppler radar in long range mode, which means that thankfully we're not tracking anything too strong. But there you go. There is that rain moving on through town. Little ribbons of heavier stuff right over Melbourne too. Let me just zoom on in and see what's doing. And right there, yeah, Indian Harbor Beach, Satellite Beach. Watching that heavy activity crossing right over and making its way off the shoreline. We widen the perspective out, little heavier pocket of rain down around Palm Bay, Malabar Road, more rain out to the west. We'll be moving on in and then over into Indian River County out of Yeehaw Junction. Clipping like Fellsmere, Blue Cypress Lake, and eventually getting over toward Mico and the Sebastian Inlet there. So that's what's going on in southern Brevard County. Meanwhile, northern Brevard County, it is storming again at the Cape with more storms sitting just off to the west. So it's a little active this morning. Not too bad, but a little bit of rainfall to track. Now, that said, let's look at the temperatures because there is a dramatic shift in temperatures. It's 73 degrees in Melbourne. Hold on, I need to get in on this. My coffee mug has broken, so my coffee is cold, which means it's time to switch to the protein shake a little earlier. Yep, that dog will hunt. All right, 73 in Melbourne, 66 for us right now in Orlando. When I got in this morning, it was storming like crazy in Orlando, and it was like 74. Not the most fun. 61 degrees up in Ocala. So temperatures are starting to drop, and absolutely that's going to be our kind of forecast trajectory today, is falling temperatures. 60s through the day. Kind of getting down to about 60 or so in Orlando, right? Let me move this around. That way. I feel like every time I put it in that corner, I realize now that like the lighting is just terrible. So, okay, 60 degrees or so our high temperature for the day today. Then watch how we drop off to about 59 by 5 o'clock and 56 by 7. So we'll keep with a mostly cloudy sky, but at least the rains are on their way out. So this isn't high temperatures, 3-4 o'clock temperatures today, all right? We're going to be hanging out at about 60 in Orlando, 55 for the Villages, 54 degrees for us in Ocala, 57 in Daytona Beach, and into the lower 60s in Brevard County, all right? Sound good? Have any questions, comments, concerns? Carol says you can feel the air changing in Ocala. Oh, I would imagine so. It was so soggy yesterday. It was gross. And this morning, I feel bad for anybody that had to work early. For my colleagues, it was like running in the downpour to get into the station. Not what you would call fun at all. Yeah. Carol says my temperature Ocala is 59. So there you go. It's on its way down. Officially at the airport, it looks like it's 61 right now. Yeah. Sweater weather sounds good. Yeah, I need to make sure I'm equipped. I need to make sure I've got what I need when I get home to keep good. Carol says just had some thunder. Yeah, there's been some thunder and lightning over in Brevard County for sure. All right. So if you've got plans today to be out and about, lots of activities, right? Like you could head over to Epcot. It's the Festival of the Arts starts up today. It's going to be a great day to head out to the theme park. Temperatures today hanging in the lower 60s, and then we'll drop off, of course, from there. There is a rocket launch scheduled. It was supposed to be the second of the day for SpaceX. They actually canceled a launch over at Vandenberg this morning because of upper level winds. Does not look to be a problem, though, for us. 70% chance of good weather for this one. This is going to be a 7:52 p.m. launch, but given that the clouds are going to be pretty low, I don't know. I mean, right now, 9,500 broken. So hopefully you'll be able to see at least a little bit of the launch tonight, but that's kind of where we're at. All right? Now, that said, that's today. Cloudy, kind of clearing out some of the rainfall early. Then look ahead to tomorrow. It is a weekend forecast, but it's also a holiday weekend, so we got to make sure to get you covered. Sunday, 67 degrees. Then for your Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Monday, expect to see more rain. That's going to be a problem for us. Rain chances rising and rising and rising these next couple of days. Let me share with you our forecast, okay? So essentially, click you, bada bing, bada boom, stand by, it's thinking. All right, so basically, here's our weather pattern, all right? High pressure builds in today, clears out all that moisture, but that high fades and lets some of that moisture back up to central Florida, which is why we have some showers tomorrow. Then watch, boom, more rainfall developing on Monday. Clouds, showers. Tuesday, storm system enters the picture, a lot of rain. Tuesday actually is looking to be pretty wet. National Weather Service is actually already talking about concerns for some flooding. And then Wednesday into Thursday, we will clear things out little bit by little bit. Now, in terms of the flooding concerns, Monday into Tuesday, it's low end. We're just watching, but, models are going pretty wet. They're going pretty wet. And I could tell you, this will be my big story to talk about in the forecast world come tomorrow, okay? For today, it's kind of the clearing rains and all of that stuff. But come tomorrow, we'll be talking about the rain. But we can, of course, discuss it this morning a little bit. How much rain are we talking about? Well, according to our according to our Futurecast model, if I could find the right one, temperatures, humidity, frost freeze. We have a lot of domains of Futurecasts. Here we are. Oh, but hold on. That's not the extended lower grid. I'll get there. There we are. Okay. Futurecast rainfall. So through Tuesday morning, which is as far out as it goes, you can see, though, North Florida getting into 2 to 3 inches of rain. Not necessarily as much in the metro yet. That's Tuesday morning, though. So what we need to do is we need to look at some longer range models. Here's the American GFS model, for example. Why are you only going through Sunday? Holy cannoli. I feel like certain models just do not need to get messed with. Custom plus, there we go, save. Sometimes I feel like my colleagues mess around with the wrong files, and that's what it is. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, so there's through Wednesday, and GFS is showing 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain, whereas the European, did this one get messed with too? I bet you it did. It did. Why do we do this sometimes? European model showing a little bit more, 1-2 inches of rain, which, that's not a ton. That's not a ton of rainfall, if I'm honest with you. What about the high resolution rapid refresh? The HER model? Hold on a second. Good gravy and train. Actually, it doesn't even go out far enough, so it doesn't even matter. All right, well, you get the idea. So the one thing, though, to point out is that Keach-Byram Drought Index, the Drought Index numbers are pretty low. We have no problems. Our soil is pretty damp. So we're not of concern of, do we need to, whatever it is, do we need to do anything? No, we're doing pretty good. So, yeah. We're not in a deficit at all. As a matter of fact, El Nino winters always love to throw more jet stream energy at us and in turn throw more moisture at us. So these El Nino winters, such as where we are right now, you're always going to get wetter. And a lot of people have been asking, bro, I thought it was supposed to be the dry season. That's why. Yeah, good time. systems. All right. Questions, comments, concerns? Jeannie says, so the sun will be hiding a bit this week. That's the problem, is we've got a couple of storm systems. So take a look. Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast showing that today we've got clouds, right? Absolutely a bunch of clouds. Dropping temperatures too. Tomorrow, that moisture returns. Monday, Tuesday, wet. Wednesday, Thursday, actually looking at the coldest air we've seen yet this season. Then another storm system moves in for Friday. Gotta love that El Nino. Spanish for the Nino. Good morning to you, Adam. How are you? Charles, good morning. One of those backward weather days where we start out warm in the morning and progressively cool off. Doesn't happen but a couple of times a year. That's why we've got the little down arrow near the 60. Because we're going to be going down to that. We're currently at 66 in Orlando. So there you go. There you go. Good times. Surely there's no typos. I don't think so. Oh, is that 39 a typo? No, that's not a typo. So yeah, let's discuss that a little bit. Thursday morning. Let's talk a little bit about Thursday. Here's your temperatures around Central Florida for Thursday. I'll give you a minute to let this soak in because it may take a bit for you to emotionally get there. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. It's going to get cold. Discuss. Yeah. 31. 31 in Ocala. How's that hit you? 35 in DeLand, 37 in Sanford, and 41 degrees in New Smyrna Beach. You doing okay? Do we need anything? Elizabeth is crying. Okay. We'll take our time with you. We'll ease you in. Okay, 37 in Sanford. I know, Becca, it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. Will we see snow? Tiffany's asking. No. Because Thursday is actually looking to be nice and quiet, weather-wise. Here's the weather picture. Some showers south of us, but yeah, no snow. Nope. OMG, Francis says. It's going to be colder in North Florida. Yes. The temperatures up to the north will be a little cooler. Yeah. Diener says 48 in Melbourne. Not bad. Yeah. Taylor says, I don't own clothes warm enough. Well, might need to make some modifications. Yeah. Mickey says, at least it's not like the Chiefs-Dolphins game. -28 wind chill. Yikes. Yeah, that sounds just awful. Just awful. I have no desire to be there for that. I'll just sit back, relax, and watch the Bucks game. Right? Because don't the Bucks play in Tampa Bay, don't they? Right? Is it Monday? Is this right? We have Monday Night Football? I didn't make this graphic, so let me just check. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers Monday at 8. Okay, all right. So there you go. Versus the Eagles. Oh, that'll be fun. There you go. Some showers and temps in the 60s. We can way better handle that than what the poor Dolphins are going to have to deal with. Yeah, I will not complain of the cold after the summer heat and humidity. Well, and it's just, it comes and goes and comes and goes. Yep. Linda, good morning to you. At least this morning is nice. It's really not so bad, right? How cold is that Dolphins-Chiefs game going to be? Let's look. I don't have, so the way that I've got this set up, I don't think I can get you audio. But I think KNBC.com. Wild card. All right, so this is the story from our sister station, but I don't think that I'm going to have any audio for it. Oh, for goodness sake. Saturday's wild card at the Chiefs. There. That. Yeah, I don't. I don't think I'm going to have audio, and if I do, I can't monitor it
So much
because of the
more.
way that I've got
Premier
this
unlimited
set
plans
up.
packed with business
Of course.
benefits starting at $40 a month. And with our price lock guarantee, we won't raise your rate for talk, text, and data ever. Productivity, iPhone 15 Pro Max on us, and more at T-Mobile for Business.
Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. All right, skip the ad. All right, here.
At Arrowhead for their wild card matchup, and we could see a record set for cold. The Chiefs will have warming centers inside and outside the stadium, and will be serving hot chocolate to help keep people warm. Chiefs fans, of course, still want to represent tomorrow, but they also need to stay warm for the game. So our Dennis Evans is at the Rally House on the Plaza this afternoon with a check on the gear designed to keep you warm if you are heading to Arrowhead. So what's on the list, Dennis?
Well, if you're going to go to the game, of course, staying warm is the most important part, but you also want to look good while you're doing it. We're here at Rally House, and you can see they have every Chiefs hat that you could ever look for, very warm ones. These are in popular demand, and so are these heavy coats. I mean, they have the heavy coats, the sweatshirts, all of that stuff, anything to get you ready for the game day and these sub-freezing temperatures. Joined now by Aaron Lewis, who is the manager here. And what's been in demand here, and how busy have you guys been?
We had people waiting outside this morning. I will say, the big carts, Carhartts, the starters, hand warmers are crucial. A lot of the beanies have been absolutely in demand, but the full face ones have been like the number one thing going into this game.
And you said that you had somebody who was waiting out front who came from out of town down here to get their stuff?
She did. So she drove in from Georgia. I don't think she was expecting the temperature from here. She bought a jacket, hand warmers, and gloves, but she said she was going to bear that wind.
So you guys have the ability to look good and stay warm. That's what you're offering?
Absolutely. You got to look good in Arrowhead. You always look better when a wind comes, even though you're still cold.
Okay, that's perfect. I'll tell you what, this stuff is going fast. This is the mask he was talking about. Let me see if I can get this thing on. Oh, yeah, that's business right there. You can pull it down, cover your face, and you are ready for Arrowhead on Saturday at Rally House on the Plaza. Dennis Evans, KVC9 News.
Okay, I think they just made a sale there. If you're going to the game, parking lots will open at 2:30 Saturday afternoon. The stadium gates then open at 5. Former Chiefs defensive end and current Chiefs ambassador Tamba Ali will be the drum deck honoree. Chiefs Hall of Honor center Tim Grunhard will be the Tony DePardo spirit leader. Now, if you're still on the fence about going to the game, here's something to think about. Ticket prices continue to drop.
Okay, I mean, like we don't need to keep listening. That's just a mess, right? You don't need to be a meteorologist to know that sounds terrible. Just, and I'm going to take this one in, and I'm going to say, you know what? I think the Bucs are doing way better. Call me crazy. I don't think so. I don't think so. By the way, in all honesty, though, like that's a story from our sister station in Kansas City. It's going to be so cold in Kansas City for this game that it's generally viewed as dangerous, like just to be outside. So, yeah. Yeah. Also, with that perspective, let's just look again at our 7-day forecast. It's really not that bad, right? Like the lowest temperature we get to is 39. We can handle that. We can totally deal. So, perspective is everything. Good gravy. Jan says, my poor Dolphins. I mean, yeah, if I was you, I would be saying that. I'm not a Dolphins fan personally, but like the poor Dolphins. Yeah. James says your eyes can freeze. I have been in 19-degree actual temperature, and I think the wind chill value is at 0, and it freaked me out. I feel like my snot froze. Yeah. I actually can't even imagine what that's like. Yeah. All right. Jeannie Boo freaking who, yeah. Oh, geez. Susie, I think the newscaster in the shop used to work at the Amarillo, Texas station. I recognize him. Maybe. I don't know. I don't. I know the weather people at KMBC. I don't know the news people. So yeah, trying negative 55 in an outhouse. Let's not say we did. Is that okay? Is like that allowed? Yeesh. Not the snotsicles. I know. It was the snotsicles. Elizabeth says, I'm from KC and I don't miss that cold. Oh, yeah. Baby, I don't know the temp at Buffalo Stadium right now. 15.9 is supposed to be. Oh, God, no. Nope. No. Jason, coldest temp I've been to is when I went to New York City for New Year's. 16 with a wind chill of -2. No. In the words of Dr. Evil, how about no, Scott? Period. Hey, who's that guy on TV? No. Granted, our temperatures are going to be dropping today, but nothing like that. Barb says, move to Florida, so I no longer live where going outside in January makes your face hurt. Yep, that's correct. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? Otherwise, let's go on with our Saturday. Do our thing. Susie says, I'm going to upset some folks, but fly, Eagles. Oh, you're going to fly. It's just the Buccaneers are going to cannon it. I don't know. I'm a Bucs fan, but I'm not going to get too trashy talky. Tommy says, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I don't miss the cold, snow, or ice. I'm from Orlando, Florida. I have no desire to ever experience that stuff. Tuesday's rain right now is kind of looking through the day. Not just what? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right. I got to go, people. Little chill. We got a little chill in the forecast. We can live. All right. So 60 today, our afternoon temperature. That will be falling through the day. Okay. Then for our Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, pattern turns a bit wetter. And then chilly for Central Florida standards Wednesday into Thursday. All right. Listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see you guys on TV a little bit. And then again tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. right here on our social channels. Take care. Oh, Watkins says good morning.